Since all of the trucks covered in this program are electric powered, let's spend some time discussing industrial batteries. Electric lift trucks have different size power sources, using different battery and voltage configurations. Primary voltages in North America are 24, 36, 48, and 80 volts. Always check to see that the correct battery is used in the proper voltage configuration. The truck's capacity plate shows the minimum and maximum battery weight your truck capacity is based on. Using a battery outside of this range compromises the truck's stability and capacity. Before you begin any battery charge or exchange, observe all safety rules. Your company should have specific procedures regarding battery charging and exchange. Please follow these procedures and make sure you've been trained and authorized before you attempt to charge or change batteries. If you are authorized to change and charge batteries, it is important to follow these safety warnings. Always wear a protective face shield and goggles, rubber gloves, a rubber apron, and proper work shoes if you service or change batteries. The electrolyte used in batteries is an acid that can cause personal injury if it comes in contact with your skin or eyes. If you do come in contact with electrolyte, immediately go to the nearest eye wash station and flush the affected part for at least 15 minutes, and then follow this up by seeking medical attention. Service, exchange, and handle batteries only in authorized areas where proper safety and ventilation facilities are provided, and in accordance with the battery manufacturer's instructions. Do not smoke or expose batteries to sparks or flames when checking, charging, or servicing them. Through the charging process, batteries give out highly explosive gases. Without proper ventilation, a spark or fire could cause a serious explosion. Keep chains and metal tools away from the tops of batteries and remove any conductive jewelry you are wearing. Contact with the exposed terminals could leave you with a serious electrical burn. If you're removing batteries, always use the proper removal equipment and place batteries on stands that have been designed for this purpose. Carefully remove the battery and make sure you have a clear path to the battery stand. Always use the proper removal equipment when moving batteries. Industrial batteries weigh thousands of pounds, and you could be seriously injured if you get pinned by a battery. Many lift trucks are equipped with battery rollers to facilitate removal and replacement of batteries. When servicing or changing batteries equipped with rollers, disconnect the battery before rolling it out. Do not roll the battery out unless the battery stand is locked in place to reduce the risk of the battery falling to the floor. Install a fully charged battery in the truck and make sure it's properly secured. When charging a battery in a truck, make sure you connect the charger to the battery. As you connect to the charger, examine the condition of the cables and connectors for wear and damage. Never attach the charger connection to the truck, as this could damage the truck and charger. Make sure all vent caps are installed on the battery cells before charging. When you're satisfied with these conditions, turn on the charger and follow the battery manufacturer's charging instructions. When the charging process is complete, always turn the charger off first before unplugging the connectors. Pulling apart the connectors first could cause a spark and create an explosion or damage the charger. If you need to add water to a battery, always add water after a charge. Hazardous spills can result if the electrolyte boils out during charging. The exception to this rule is to add water to the cell if the separator plate is exposed. Make sure that the water you use has been approved for filling batteries. Batteries are usually worked for 8 hours, charged for 8 hours, and allowed to cool for 8 hours. The life of an industrial battery is measured in charge cycles. A cycle is a complete discharge and a complete charge. Battery manufacturers recommend that batteries be used until they are 80% discharged. Using a battery beyond 80% discharge could damage it. Charging a battery with less than 80% discharge shortens battery life simply by taking away one of its charge cycles. Avoid giving a battery a quick or opportunity charge. It is ineffective since the short amount of time does not allow for the chemical process to be completed and thus shortens the battery life by depleting a charge cycle. An exception to this rule would be if your facility or trucks are specifically equipped to accommodate fast or opportunity charging. Refer to the manufacturer's instructions for charging procedures for these types of batteries. Some battery manufacturers design maintenance-free batteries. Again, refer to that manufacturer's instructions for charging procedures for these types of batteries. Properly maintaining industrial batteries is important because replacing them is very expensive. To get the most out of batteries, check your workbook for a list of tips on battery care. This is the end of Section 5. Please complete the exercises in your workbook before continuing with this training.